Hello, my friend. Last week was a very juicy news week. This week's juicy, but it's a little juice compacted into one juice box. Last week we had a ton of juicy tea. Last week, we had a ton of news stories, lawsuits, and different things happening with brands behind the scenes. And this week, we have a new one, and it involves Pat McGrath Labs. We're going to get into the lawsuits that they're involved in right now. Along with that, Target is really going to be challenging the beauty space by adding a ton of new brands. And then last in top news today, are you curious what the most trusted brands in beauty are? I wonder if you'll agree with the survey that we're going to talk about in just a minute. Hang tight, we're getting into it right now. Before we get started with What's Up in Makeup, we do have a sponsor for today's show, and it is Nira. Hello, my friend. Welcome back to my bathroom. Today's episode of What's Up in Makeup is sponsored by the skincare device company Nira. Nira is the first at-home non-fractional laser for home use proven to reduce wrinkles. As you all know, my primary skincare concern is anti-aging, kind of minimizing my fine lines and wrinkles as I get a bit older. I am 43, so I like to use a lot of skincare and devices in order to keep my collagen going, to keep my skin looking nice and plump, and Nira has been fabulous. We've been doing check-ins on this thing for the past 4 months, and I have some beautiful results to show you. So the photo on the left is my first picture. This was taken on October 8th of 2021. And then on the right is the one that I took this morning. And where I see the most difference is underneath my eyeball. I'm not sure what that part of the eye is called, but I had significant creasing underneath right there, and it is significantly minimized since using Nira. And I have been diligent about not using anything else different in my routine except for Nira around my eyes to make sure that it was Nira that was causing the results, because I want to be as accurate as possible. I have a lot of things that I like about this device. First, it's just light and it's very easy to hold, but the best part is that it only takes 2 minutes a day. You turn it on using the little button there. You can change the strength of it here. I usually use it on the second strength. When I first got it, I only used it on the first one, and now I'm up to the second one. You don't need any kind of gel or anything to glide the device. You just place it on your skin like that, and it beeps to tell you when to move on. And I just do it just under my eyes. I haven't used it at all on my lid. When you get to 40 beeps, which is one eye, it'll go boop, 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 and then it'll tell you to move on to the other eye, which I really like, because sometimes I just don't count. Nira is having a Valentine's Day Love Your Skin event. It is 40% off Nira right now on their website. I will have a link down below for you to check it out. They do have a hashtag Nira 90-day challenge. If you don't see results in 90 days, you can return the device for your money back. So thank you so much to Nira for sponsoring this video. I am so happy to have found this device. I'm really enjoying using it, and it's just a bonus that I get to do sponsor videos for them as well. And with that being said, it is time for What's Up in Makeup. All right, let's get into this lawsuit, because this is very, very interesting. The big question I'm wondering as we get into this is, where is the line drawn between a common word that is just used all the time and when a word is drilled into a brand's image so much that other brands can't use it? That is what a judge is going to have to decide when Pat McGrath Labs goes to court with Rosie Huntington-Whitely, who is a former Victoria's Secret model. She's also an actress. She owns Rose Inc. According to the news source outlet Cosmetic Business, Pat McGrath Labs served a cease and desist. They said that her brand Rose Inc.'s Blush Divine Radiant Cheek and Lip Color was an issue because of the word divine. She said that it infringes on the Pat McGrath family of divine marks. Marks meaning trademarks. The letter added that the marks have, quote, become associated exclusively with Pat McGrath in the cosmetic industry and demand that Amyris, quote, immediately and permanently stop making and selling products under a Divine name. Not only did they say you can't use it anymore, but PMG, Pat McGrath Labs, they demanded that Rose Inc. send them all of the product that had already been created so that they could personally destroy it. But this is where there's a twist. So on January 28th, Amyris filed a complaint against PMG for non-infringement. They're looking for declaratory relief, which from what I'm reading just means that they want the judge to declare without issuing any kind of fines if they can continue to use the word divine in their products. This is where Amyris says that they have their point. They say that Pat McGrath does not own the rights to, quote, Divine formative family of marks, and that though PMG does sell products with a Divine mark, so do other brands like Lila B's Divine Duo Lip and Cheek product, L'Occitane's Immortelle Divine Cream, and skincare brand Antipode's Divine Face Oil. So this is when I started clicking around the internet, seeing if I could find any more information to add to the story. And what I found was from the USPTO.gov website, and what they had listed was all of the lawsuits that Pat McGrath has been involved in since 2017. Now, the information they give you on these lawsuits is minimal. It really is just filing information and what's happened along the way, just in like one little snippet of, that there's been a delay or they've asked for an extension and things like that, or it's been dismissed. But there really isn't juicy detail in this document. But what I did find very interesting is that there was a lawsuit filed on January 11th of 2022 against Weekend Fetish Beauty Collection, which is a company called Weekend Fetish, as well as a suit filed on January 19th against Jeffree Star Cosmetics for the mark Banana Fetish. I know, but are you surprised? So apparently, Pat McGrath Labs doesn't like people using the word fetish either and has claimed that along with the word divine. This is where I am so curious to read what you have to say. I loved reading what you had to say last week about the Rare Beauty lawsuit. What do you think about this? Do you think that Pat McGrath Labs should be able to, I guess they call it corner the market on the words divine and fetish, so much so that no other beauty brand should ever be able to use them? Or do you feel like those words are common enough that she shouldn't be able to stop other companies from using those words? I'd love to know your thoughts down in the comments. This next story was a little bit frustrating for me, I will admit, because I was looking everywhere for the list of the 40 new beauty brands that Target is bringing onto either their website or in store or both. I could not find the list of all the brands anywhere, but this is what we know about it. I went to their website and I sorted by newest, and the newest brands newest products that popped up were Mineral Fusion, which I remember seeing at Whole Foods years ago. I think they still sell it at Whole Foods. Pacifica, Sigma, Dashing Diva, Makeup Revolution, and PYT Beauty. In skincare, when I sorted that by newest, the newest products listed were from Weleda, Skinsay, Makeup Eraser, Teami, and all of the new Beauty Bakery skincare line. Some of those may have already been available on Target's website, and the brand might have just released new products in the past week or two. But I did get notification. Also happening is Target is getting Essence Cosmetics, which I'm very excited about. I feel like Essence is one of those brands that's gonna do so well at Target, and it's a perfect fit for Target with the price point. Sigma going to Target, I actually found Sigma Beauty in my local Target. I feel like that may be a bit of a reach for the average Target consumer, but I do think with Ulta Beauty going into Target and them having more higher end products at Target through Ulta Beauty, that it really isn't going to be that big of a stretch if you're already attracting customers through that Ulta branding that we're seeing in a lot of stores now. Speaking of that, I did notice that a lot of the brands that I was seeing popping up as new brands at Target are also sold at Ulta, but not all of them. Target says they're also focusing on including clean beauty brands because we know through the media that is what consumers are gravitating toward because of the misinformation around clean beauty, making people believe that it is better for you than other cosmetics. So with this one, my question to you is, are you more likely to go to a Target store to shop than you would, let's say, an Ulta or a Sephora, because Target has so much more there to buy beyond cosmetics? I'd love to know your thoughts down in the comments. I always find these polls very interesting, and sometimes I feel like they're spot on and sometimes I feel like they're way off, so I'd love to know your thoughts. This time, 14,718 American shoppers determined Brand Spark's Most Trusted Awards winners for 2022 through their top-of-mind, unaided responses for categories in which they shop. So I interpreted that as they just said, hey, what brand do you buy when you buy mascara? What brand do you buy when you buy a face cream? And they just wrote down which brand they buy, which I personally like so much better than having like choices written out, because then you're just so limited. I also found this fact interesting. The Brand Spark American Trust Study revealed that the top 3 drivers of trust in consumer products are pricing, quality, and transparency, with 55% saying that their trust increases greatly when a brand improves pricing. They also noted that because of the pandemic and because of supply chain issues, that a lot of brands have been out of stock of things, or they've had trouble getting things, and that's made customers look toward other brands in order to find new favorites. Honestly, as I'm looking through this, I don't think you're gonna find these winners shocking. I'm gonna put the graphic on the screen right now so you can read all of them, but here are some of the highlights. We have body lotion. It was a tie between Jergens and Aveeno. Revlon won for both lip color and lipstick categories. So I guess lip gloss and lip liners go into the lip color category. Olay cleaned up for eye cream, face cream, and night cream. Not surprised there. Neutrogena, not surprised. They top of the pack for makeup removal products. It's no surprise. Everybody knows the Neutrogena wipes are very, very popular for people that use makeup wipes, but they didn't get micellar water. Micellar water went to Garnier. And with BB cream, Maybelline and CoverGirl tied, but they did not beat It Cosmetics for CC cream. I would love to know your thoughts on the winners of this survey. Do you agree or disagree? Let me know. All right, we have a very interesting product report for you this week, starting off with our indie brands. I had to start off with my girl, Angie Newquist. She collabed with Oden's Eye on a brand new palette. It is called the legendary Diversa Gila palette. Gila is the goddess of death in Norse mythology, and usually she is shown as like a half dead, half alive and beautiful and young, and this is Angelica as this goddess. This is the 4th palette in the legendary Diversa series. The other 3 are no longer available, and this one is also limited edition. Angie did mention that if it sells out quickly, they'll be able to restock it, but they're not sure whether there's going to be a restock or not. It just kind of depends. It's for sale on February 13th at 4 p.m. PST for $43.90. You can use Angie's code for 10% off, but it doesn't work on her palette. It only works on everything else on the site. And look what I have. Angie was kind enough to send it to me in PR, so we're gonna be talking about this in PR, purchase product of the week. I did find out I'm also getting this next one in PR, and I can't wait to show it to you. This is the Kaleidos Smokey Nostalgia Collection. They say it is a modern twist on classic beauty. It does launch today at 7 p.m. PST. There's 2 quad palettes, 5 mono blushes, 1 lip clay vault, and a beautifully decorated lace storage dresser. I do have another one of their dressers that they had sent me in PR, and they really are beautiful. If you want like a little compact, beautiful thing to put on your dresser to store your makeup in, they're gorgeous. You can get the entire collection for $189. Individual products priced from $12 to $22. Now this one, you have to tell me whether you want a full review of this, because I'm thinking about getting this because this is like the most me collection I have seen in a while. This is the Glamlite and Hershey Kisses collection. Oh my gosh. All right, there's 5 6-pan palettes, there's a kiss-shaped makeup sponge, and there is a set of 4 lip glosses. Let me know what you think, whether you would watch a review of these. I would love to know. The collection is $145. Palettes are $18 each. The sponge is $8, and the lip gloss set is $28. It does launch on Valentine's Day, which is Monday, February 14th at 8 a.m. PST. Do you watch the Gossip Girl TV series? I don't know anything about Gossip Girl. I know some people are huge fans of the original series, the new series. I would love to know, is this something that I need to watch? Lottie London has come out with the Gossip Girl, the TV series collab line, and the looks are inspired by Blair and Serena. I don't know. Each look consists of a lip gloss duo, sweet blush, and eyeshadow palette. Prices range from £7.95 to £6.95 depending on the item, which translates to $10.82 or $9.45 USD respectively. It is available now on the Lottie London website, and I do believe it's coming to look fantastic soon. Sneaked, not by Too Faced. I did find this on makeupmuddle.com. It's a fantastic blog. The Too Faced Born This Way Sunset Stripped collection. According to Makeup Muddle, the palette is set to launch on March 31st, but the rest of the products aren't set to launch until sometime in May. So the palette will be $48, and it does have cardboard packaging. And what's unique about this is that they're going with kind of the beach hydration thing, where they're adding coconut water and hyaluronic acid to the product, which I don't really know how that would affect the eyelids. I'm not really sure if that would actually hydrate the eyelids. I would love to know a cosmetic chemist's take on that. The products launching in May include reformulated bronzers and 4 new iridescent shades of their Lip Injection Extreme formula. Over at Sephora, some really interesting products. The Kosas Revealer Skin Improving Foundation SPF 25 with hyaluronic acid and niacinamide, $42, 36 shades, medium coverage, natural finish. This whole makeup plus skincare plus SPF thing, I feel like if you don't use skincare, if you don't use SPF, that this is probably going to be a great product for having those things. But if you already use an SPF regularly, which I believe everybody should, and if you're already using skincare regularly, which I personally believe you already should, I feel like this is just kind of a bonus layer of that stuff and probably won't make that big of a difference because of all of the other ingredients that need to be in a foundation in order for it to function as a foundation. And as far as the SPF goes, you have to put on a significant layer of SPF in order to get whatever the number is on there, which in this case is 25. You'd have to cake on your foundation pretty good to get that kind of coverage. So just be cautious with relying on just these kinds of products for your skincare and your especially your sunscreen protection. A brand that is not pushing skincare in their complexion products, but is very interesting nonetheless. Makeup Forever HD Skin Undetectable Longwear Foundation, $43, 40 shades. They say it's a new and improved version of their Ultra HD foundation. This is what they say, quote, an undetectable liquid foundation that blurs and covers imperfections for up to 24 hours, powered by a micro skin system that syncs with the skin for true to skin finish. And Makeup Forever is known for creating products that are just beautiful on the skin. And it is a makeup artist dedicated brand. A lot of makeup artists do use their products. So I would imagine if you want a really pretty foundation, this is probably going to be a good one. Speaking of pretty though, in a different way, Iconic London Silk Glow Blush and Highlight Duo. Oh my gosh, is this print gorgeous or what? Holy moly. $39, comes in Rose Glow or Coral Glow. They say it's a gel powder texture that delivers a glossy shot of radiance and a flush of color in one sweep. Oh my gosh, it is so gorgeous. Patrick Ta, new shades of their creme and powder blushes, $34 each. Looks like they really focused on the brighter shades this time, which I think is pretty cool. They're also launching some new plumping lip glosses. Those are $24 each. They do advertise cinnamon and ginger as the plumping part of the system that they've got going on, but in the ingredients, there's also peppermint and cayenne pepper extract. So just be aware this is probably going to be pretty stingy and cooling, and it probably will temporarily plump your lip with all the irritation that you've got going on from the cinnamon and the ginger and the peppermint and the cayenne pepper. You are loading your lips up with irritants, which is what causes plumping. So, you know, you decide what's important to you in this one. Over at Ulta, another announcement from Trend Mood that hasn't been announced by the brand, but we'll see whether it comes to fruition. This Charlotte Tilbury coming to Ulta. I don't know if it's true or not. Sometimes when you Google search for whatever the brand is and Ulta, it'll come up with a landing page that just doesn't have anything on it. Nothing there for Charlotte Tilbury as of the day that I'm filming, but It could be. We'll have to wait and see. This is so cute. So cute. The Benefit Boing Bright On Concealer, $24. I wish the shade range was a little more cute. There's only 14 shades. By the way, what I've been doing lately with my photos is taking the lightest shade that they have available, the deepest shade available, and then a shade in the middle so you can kind of see the range in the full bottles along with the photo of all of the shades listed on the website so you can really get an idea of what the shade range looks like. It is available on Ulta's website now for Platinum and Diamond Rewards members, but it'll be available to everybody online on February 15th and in-store on February 18th. And then two from the Revolution family. First, we have the Makeup Revolution Candy Haze collection. They have the Sweet Dreams Fixing Spray, $10. FYI, just a heads up, first ingredient is water, second is denatured alcohol. Now with a fixing spray, you're supposed to really spray it over makeup to help set your makeup. And because that's in the top, it probably will do really well at helping your makeup last longer. But what you don't want to do with this most likely is just spray it on your bare face for a refresher because that alcohol could dry out your skin. Could. Definitely don't use it for that, but as a fixing spray, because of that base, it may do pretty well. They do say it's a dewy finish, so make sure you keep that in mind too. There's also a jelly highlighter in 2 shades, $8 each. The Gazer palette is $12, and then there is a ceramide lip balm. It does come in 3 shades, $7 each. It's one of those pH adjusting ones that, in my opinion, have nothing to do with pH. It's just the heat of your body, but you know, I digress. But because of that, I really wish that they had done lip swatches for this because, you know, I remember the one from Lipstick Queen where it was the Frog Prince one that was green, but then it showed up pink on your skin. I wish that there were some kind of lip swatches because who knows what these are going to look like on when you actually put them on because of the pH adjusting factor. pH adjusting factor. As far as the formula goes, it looks like it's mostly a protecting balm with a little bit of moisturizing, but mostly protecting. And then I Heart Revolution, just so incredibly cute. The Party Pets collection. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Lip glosses in 2 colorways. They do have a strawberry scent. They're $6 each. 2 highlighters in Blondie and Archie. $7 each. I can't say this without making this face. They're so cute. 2 mini palettes in Disco Dogs or Karaoke Kittens. $9 each. All right, we have PR purchase products of the week. I'm so excited to show this to you. Today's the first day that I use this palette. I do know Angie personally. She's a lovely person, and I'm very, very thankful to have this to be able to try it out. This is the Gila palette, and I love how it's black and gray on the front. For the most part, it's like a muted color, and then you just open it up and just the colors just burst. The artwork is incredible on this. I don't know who does their art over at Oden's Eye, but they're crushing it. This is the palette itself. Today I use some of the greens, and then also all over my lid I have this shade here. I'm having trouble reading. I think it says Hellfire, I believe. The print is very difficult for me to read between the font and how small it is and how close it is to the color of the palette. But I'm pretty sure I use this shade, this shade, this shade, and then a lower lash line I used this one and this one, I think. I don't remember. No, this one. And it was really fun to use. The orange one was a bit flaky, so just be aware as you're putting it on that you want to really press it in with your brush or your fingertip, or else it'll give you a bunch of fallout. But just take your time with it and it's fine. I do want to swatch this one for you because it's kind of an unexpected swatch. If you watched Angie's video, you already know this, but I wanted to swatch those two because they're quite different. This one looks like it's going to be more purple, but it really is a topper, and it's gorgeous, but it just comes off a little bit different than what I would expect seeing it in the pan. I think it would be more like a little more blue-purple. But overall, as always, really enjoy Oden's Eye's formula, and I'm going to continue to play with this. Congratulations, Angie, you did a great job. I also want to mention what's on my lips today. This I got in my Beautylish Lucky Bag. That video will be linked down below for you if you didn't get a chance to watch my unboxing with my son. This is the Wayne Goss shade in Walnut. It's what's on my lips today. Really creamy, feels really good on the lips. I did top it with a little bit of the Anastasia Amrezy highlighter just to give it a little bit of shine, and I think it looks really pretty like that. And then finally, I wanted to mention this. I got this in my Ipsy. Ipsy does get sent to me for review, but this Roller Lash by Benefit, I haven't used this in a very long time, and I forgot how good of a mascara this is. Really lengthening, really volumizing, and I very much enjoyed it. It didn't clump up. I would love to know your thoughts on the Roller Lash because it's been a minute since I've used it, and I was pleasantly surprised how much I liked it. It's been a while. I kind of forgot. Notable sales this week, just 2 to highlight for you. Over at Mented, 25% off lipsticks, 20% off glosses, and 15% off bronzers. And then over at Space NK, 20% off my girl Carolyn Hiron's favorites over there. Check it out, links down below. And finally, our artist shout out of the week. Oh my goodness, I have another treat for you, my friends. This is Kesho. Okay. Let's just zoom in. Let's just zoom in. This is actually an angel look, which I wouldn't have taken, but then her caption really explains it. She says that we paint them as babies, forgetting that they are warriors, protectors, executioners, and messengers. I mean, the contouring on this is absolute perfection. And of course, the details in the eyes, and I love the gold stripe down the lip. And of course, let us not neglect the art on her chest as well. Just absolutely beautiful. In the caption, it does say she created both the headpiece and the nails. Like, what? She made those. Like, she did that. She made those. Those are so cool. The next look is called Cupid. And for me, this is almost like if Cupid was a superhero. That's what this reminds me of. Really, really beautiful. I love the flower above her eye and how it's muted above the mask, but then it's full color where the mask is. Just really pretty. And the lashes she chose are just straight up icing on the cake for me. Really beautiful. And this final look, I feel like this one hits in a very special place. And I really like the way she said this. This is called Sadness is Supposed to Be Temporary. And she says in the caption, quote, "It's always easier said than done, but this is a reminder that sadness is meant to be felt. Push into it so you can move through it. Whatever you're going through will never last forever. Praying that anyone who needs to read this will." Just beautiful message, very well said. And going to the makeup look, of course, we have to talk about the glitter tears. I just love how she went full into them. There's nothing subtle about them. They are just the centerpiece of this look. And usually when people do tears, they're more subtle. And I love that she just went in 100%. I also love the way she pulled up on her lips on the corners with the black lipstick. For me, that just accentuates the emotion of the look. And of course, the eyes are beautiful, and the way she puts the cracks in her forehead around the horns, just so incredibly well done. And again, this is another one. Take a guess how many followers she has. I will tell you right now, it's absolutely unacceptable. She has 1,801 followers. That's not right. That's just wrong. So if you enjoy her art and you would like to follow her, I will link her down below. Let's at least get her to like 2,500. I think we can do it. And that, my friend, was What's Up in Makeup this week. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the show. And thank you, as always, to the What's Up in Makeup hunters. Their names are scrolling below me. Thank you so much for all of your submissions to our Facebook group this week. I appreciate you oh so very much. Our chat today is going to be at 10 a.m. Eastern. Be hanging out, talking about makeup. Would love if you can join us, but if you're not around, you got stuff to do, you can always watch it on the replay. It's also great to listen to, kind of like a podcast. It's easy to find if you're subscribed. Just go to your subscription feed. It should be there. If you're not subscribed though, you can also find it by going to my channel page, clicking on my videos, and then clicking on the video titled Live Chat. Thank you again so much for watching. If you would like to hang out a little bit longer, YouTube should be recommending a couple videos for you right over here to watch, including last week's episode of What's Up in Makeup, which was a banger, so make sure you don't miss that. Thank you again. Mad love to you, and I will see you in a video very soon.